Brian White is with me here today because why are you here with me today?
That is one of life's great mysteries. I think we're going to be talking FSD. I think we're going to be having a debate, and I haven't been told which side of it I'm on yet, but I'm
Oh,
excited to get angry either way.
okay. Well, I'll set it up and then you
Please.
decide. Okay, you can just go from where you want to go. So Nick Cruz Patan, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Uh, and that's only NIC. There's no K. So if you want to find him, it's NIC Cruz, CRUZ, Patan. Anyway, he says he has a 40-minute drive on FSD 14.2 through busy residential streets with zero human input. Steering wheels and pedals are now optional when you own a Tesla. Now he's followed up by 𝐂𝐦𝐚𝐲. I'm not even going to spell this one. But anyway, he says, first impressions of FSD 14.2.1. For the first time, I can see unsupervised is here. Tesla just needs to make the decision. And Mike
Mhm.
Powell, he says, with a smooth 14.2, this feeling of being safer than humans will be mainstream. It's just so undeniable. I can't believe they did it. So, Brian White, you've got 14.2. Do you have
Point
14.1?
2.1.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, have they done it? Is it done? Are we ready to sit in the back seat or sleep or play a video game?
Sure. So I will gladly take the other side of this argument. If you're saying it's done, I would say easy, Tiger. There are plenty of drives I do. I published a video Monday morning at about 11, so you haven't seen it yet because we're recording this while it's about to run, where my video is very short because there's nothing to show. The whole long drive from my house to Costco, uneventful. My whole drive back, uneventful. That drive is solved. The only thing I had to do in terms of interventions was I really wanted to challenge it on some weird parts where it had failed before. So I had to manually move the car over to that part of the path and then reactivate it. If I hadn't chosen to do more dedicated tests for my entire drive yesterday, solved. That doesn't mean it's solved. That means my one path is solved. Just last week, I had a situation where I took it to the roof of a parking garage to see how it would deal with navigating out of the garage. It had done really well before, and I wanted to see what it would do. And it failed. On the roof of the garage, it took a right instead of a left, did a loop, took a right instead of a left, did another loop, put on the blinker to go right again. I'm like, okay, we're done. I don't know how many loops we were going to do, but we are trapped on the roof of this garage. So I turned left, reactivated it, took us all the way to the ground floor. And instead of going straight to exit, it turned left to where there used to be an exit, but it's been barricaded for many years. Did a loop, turned left again. Okay, guys, we're trapped on the ground floor. I can't call that solved. Now, it could be that there's a very small adjustment that says like in like 14.2.2 or 3
Mhm.
that says pick a different path. Just a button you click that says pick a different path. Now, I don't think they will give us that. I think what they'll do is loop you 2 or 3 times and then internally flip that switch that says pick a different path
Mhm.
so that you won't have a Waymo situation where they all end up corralled in the same neighborhood of their own volition. Very silly. But that's just a little thing. I did have it try to make a very illegal left into a parking lot where there was a center divider. It's like, well, I'll just go past the center divider, whip a U-turn, cross 2 lanes of traffic, and get in. The divider's there for a reason, and that reason is to prevent exactly this turn from happening.
Mhm.
I disengaged. So I'm at 98% on FSD
Mhm.
since version 14. And I don't know if I will exceed 98% because a lot of what I do is stress testing.
Yeah.
And you can't stress test without some manual repositioning and some getting cars into a pickle on purpose. Now, I did have one where I sent it down a road that I knew had a high likelihood of being blocked by a train. It's next to a port, and the train tracks sometimes just block the road for hours or days. We got down there, it was blocked. And I thought, okay, what are we going to do? Are you going to try and go off road? It didn't. At first, it put it in reverse and backed up 80 feet. It just kept backing up. And then it realized I'm going to need to do this a good quarter mile. Maybe you know what? I'm going to go forward. I'm like, let's see where this goes. Got to the stop sign, went through the stop sign, got to the train, did an 8-point turnaround and left. Got a mile up the road, hung an illegal U-turn, went through a gas station parking lot and headed back to the train. Okay, so baby steps. It's good behavior. I imagine at some point it would have set us free. I just don't know what that point would have been.
Okay, so let's take those couple of last examples that you gave. If you were able to talk to Grok,
Mm-hmm.
who
Mm-hmm.
was involved in the decision making for the car, helping it to decide what to do, and you could say to the car, to say to Grok, hey, don't go, we're going to avoid these tracks today, or we're going
Mm-hmm.
to, you've done this loop twice, uh, try turning left. Do you think that would solve maybe 90% of the remaining problems?
I think 90 is a low estimate. I
Okay.
think it might be all. In terms of things I've had it do, but then again, it's only if I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
And if it's in between rides, or there's someone in the car who's not qualified to tell you where to go, could a passenger say, "Oh no, this left is totally legal"? I don't know if I want some stranger in my car giving Grok those instructions. Um, but that's not where we are today. And I've had discussions with people on X over the last day where people are saying it is solved, and I say, okay, we got to limit the wolf crying to a minimum. There. When I bought my Tesla in 2023, I was under the very clear impression that it was solved because I'd seen videos from people who post only their successes, and it looked. I mean, it. I'm watching drives, long drives, city to city drives, driveway to driveway drives, and then I get it, and it tries to kill me almost immediately, and I can't blame it. I've been in relationships like that. I get it, but it was. What ends up happening is people outside our bubble see these videos and go, "Ooh, it is perfect." It's not perfect.
Yeah.
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
But since the advent of version 12, I at least believe that a solution is possible. And now on late 13 and even 14, I say the solution is at hand. It is very close. We are right there. We have enough compute. We have enough input. Uh, we just need to iron out the last couple little details.
Jake, the smartest, says overall it needs slight polish on comfort, but I do think this is ready for everyone to try, and I would trust it to drive me in the back seat. Autonomy is here, people. Would you trust your current vehicle to drive you in the back seat? You got to take into consideration the kinds of mistakes it's making. Would you be okay in the back seat or sleeping or playing a video game?
So the mistakes I've seen it make are ones where if someone else is taking the liability, I am not in fear for my well-being. I am in fear of getting a ticket
I see.
or causing the smallest accident ever, like scraping something. Yesterday, we went to the store. It went to back into a parking spot and it just about ripped my mirror off because it was 2 inches from smashing into the cart corral when I slammed on the brakes.
Hmm.
So if that was a taxi, I mean, great. I can't get out of the car if I'm that close to the cart corral, but that was shockingly, surprisingly bad behavior because on the screen you could see the whole left side of the car lit up in red. You're much too close to this. The car's like, I got this. But I do not fear for my safety. I would fear for my property or
Yeah.
or my driving record.
Yeah. Okay. So then Ahoy Chunk says, I think if it read the signs better, though in standard mode, it didn't fully drop to 15 miles an hour in a short time frame. No safety-related disengagements after 600 kilometers, but emphasizes ongoing refinements for complex scenarios. Cautious, ready for wider supervised rollout, not yet unsupervised without further tweaks.
Well, you
That was
didn't answer
actually
the question.
all of that was Chuck Cook, by the way. I
Would you
got
hop
that
in
right.
the back seat in your car and let it do the work today?
Okay, so based on my last 6 drives, which included going to Big Sur from Riverside,
Hmm?
so that was about uh, what is that about? I think it's about 180 miles each way, something like that,
Hmm.
from my house. Couple of times to West LA, couple of times to Ontario, and then on Thursday down to La Jolla and back 90 miles each way. Based on those drives, and I'm on 12.6, I would get in the back seat or go take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
That mean it's ready? I don't know, but those drives were flawless.
Worth pointing out, a little side diversion here. I did a hardware 3 12.6 dot whatever 5, I think, uh, video a week or two ago when I was in Tampa with Paul Foss from Clean Technica. 3 drives, all perfect. All perfect. There was one point where I nudged the accelerator because the guy turning right waved me. We made eye contact. He waved. Car hardware 3 does not see that. I nudged it and away we went. It worked really, really well. So the people saying hardware 3 is orphaned, it is dead, I'd say disagree.
Yeah. Now, whether or not we can get it to park and get it to talk to Grok and all those kind of things and have it all be integrated, that might be some of the difficulties
Beyond the scope of my understanding.
too.
Yes. Well, it's beyond everyone's. We just admit it.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So we're saying that it's really, really, really. So March of nines, some people are saying it's at 9.9, and maybe it needs another 9. Is that would that be close to your analysis?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, I know we've been talking about the March of Nines for a long time. Yesterday, I saw, I forget who, a prominent figure on X say, I don't think we've been at the March of Nines. I think version like 10 was 80% and version 11 was 90%. Those aren't whole nines. And I feel like I agree with that based on my experience with version 11, which was so bad that I canceled my subscription and waited for 12 to come out, to which I only bought because I needed to test it for content on the channel. I would not have been an early version 12 user because version 11 was catastrophically bad. So I would say that, and it depends where you are. In California, version 11 behaved much better than it did in other states. Kind of the further from the coast you get, the farther from the coast you get, the worse it performed. So I would say, are we there? No. Are we close? Absolutely. The finish line is in sight. Um, and in terms of comfort, on all the drives that we've done on 14, the only uncomfortable situation we had was weirdly when it was parking one time, the steering wheel kind of jittered a little, and we're like,
Mhm,
huh,
mhm,
that's funny.
mhm, mhm.
Not uncomfortable, just kind of, it's weird.
So one of the concerns over time has been snow, fog, sleet, rain,
Yeah,
tremendously downpouring rain. We've had a
yeah.
number of people over the last 2 or 3 weeks that have been showing it in major rainstorms. I haven't seen it yet in fog. And then we've got over this weekend a whole bunch of people in some significant snow, slippery roads, etc. So far, everyone I've seen, it's performed pretty good.
The snow videos we've seen over the past few days has been beyond encouraging. It's been very good. Uh, so good that I saw a person on X say, "Oh my gosh, look at Jim, the Iowa Tesla guy. clearly a paid shill. That's why he's boosting it. And Jim was like, I'm getting paid for this. That's amazing. I go, it's crazy because Jim also showed it fishtailing and oversteering a bit. That I don't think he would have showed if he was, it's going to come up in the performance review, Jim. I warned you. And people love to say that. Am I a paid shill? Because I do show amazing successes and the shortcomings.
Yeah.
So I guess that'll be on my performance review as well. But I've been called a shill for everything. I've been called so anti-Elon, I must be undercover Q and such a fanboy that I can't possibly be taken seriously in the same video. So that's just the duality of man.
Well, are you being sexist now? The duality of man.
I don't know if you know this, Randy Kirk, but the entirety of our species is referred to as mankind.
Oh, I see.
And
Okay.
it's not because we're nice. We're not.
Okay, mankind. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. So this is all, of course, tremendously related to AI. And Elon, in an interview over the weekend, said that the if he was somebody who invested in stocks, he would be almost 100% invested in the Magnificent Seven because of AI. Talking about there's only one thing that's really going to move the needle in the next few years is AI. And you participated in some book about AI. I don't know. So do you agree with Elon? Is this the key to
Beats me. Reading? I don't know. That feels like something nerds do. AI rising. We've got a lot of great perspectives in there. I did see the one and only negative review from someone who read it that was like, yeah, but they keep saying the same thing, but in different ways. Yeah, we're different people approaching the same topic from slightly different perspectives. I'm glad you noticed. Thank you. That's what we were going for. That's what I was going for. I don't know about you. Do I mean, the Mag 7 is where it's at. If you were to remove the Mag 7 from the index and look at the market's performance over the last 5-10 years, you would find it's a little disappointing. And it could be a herd mentality saying follow the leader, but it's also because they are leaders. All of those companies are doing something aggressive, much of it right. And there are companies beyond the Mag 7 that I think are also worth watching. Adobe would be a good example. They're also very big, but they get it. I don't, I've never found any use for their generative AI. I found it to be deeply, deeply lacking and in no way matching the demos that they show ever. It's great. They're like, oh, expand this picture and make it. I've tried that. It is, I haven't tried it recently, but when I did, it was hilariously bad. Just the worst thing I'd ever seen. So I would say that, yeah, Elon's not wrong. I see people saying things like, oh, Google's dead. I'm not convinced. Then again, we see people saying legacy auto is dead.
yeah.
They're very profitable. They are making good money. Um, I've had a comment the other day saying German auto is dead. And I said, is it? Because it seems to be doing pretty well in Europe, in its domestic market, in its home turf. And Volkswagen is still putting up good numbers. They appear to be getting profitable on EVs. They're moving a lot more EVs, which makes sense because the ICE ban is looming. It's in 2035. They need to be at 100% by then. They understand that. Unlike US auto, which is just not even there. They tried dipping their toes. Wasn't great. I didn't care for the water. They are still making EVs, but their passion and commitment is now deeply in question.
Their heart is not in it.
Their heart's not in it. Their heart's not in it.
All right. So I do want to let people know that this is Monday night. The special on the audio version of AI Rising, not the audio version you can get on Audible. This is the one that I produced with my voice being, what do you call it?
Cloned?
Cloned and then creating the thing on its own with AI. That version is available now for just a few hours more because I got it on special for $10. Normally it's 15 for until the end of Monday. I guess I'll do it midnight California time. I'll be kind. You can get it for $10. Just the information is down below, but paypal.me/Randy Kirk. And
I didn't tell you about my special.
what is your special?
Oh, chicken fried steak and eggs, $14.99, limited time only.
Really? And where?
No.
Where can we
Where?
get
Just anywhere that will accept it.
anyways?
All kinds of places. Just ask. And if they say no, say, what if I say no toast and hash browns? Can I get it for $14.99? Eventually, they'll give it to you just to get you out the door. Randy, you're coming out ahead.
Well, you know what, Brian? I do have another special, and that same thing, Cyber Monday special, $20 instead of 25 for every Cybertruck bottle opener that anybody wants to buy. So for the next couple of hours, people can still get in there at $20. Doesn't matter how many. You can buy 100 if you want. Send me to paypal.me/Randy Kirk. Let's see, that would be, what would that be? $2,000. Yeah, send me $2,000. I'll send you 100.
That would be a heavy box. We were at Costco the other day. We saw they have all kinds of fitness equipment for sale because it's the end of the year and people want to make resolutions they'll never keep. And one of the things they had for sale was weights, dumbbells. And then I went and looked at the box. I was like, oh, this is going to be heavy. I got to check. Yeah, there's 3 boxes. This one alone is 210 pounds. So it's a real challenge. Your first fitness challenge is buying the weights
and carrying them out.
You got to get them onto your cart.
Yeah, because
without breaking anything.
And actually without breaking your bank account, because those things cost money.
I didn't even look.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't relevant.
A few years ago, for a moment, I was thinking I might exercise.
Mm.
And so I looked up because I think if anything, I would do the dumbbells and and that kind of stuff. And they were so expensive. I gave up on my effort to start exercising.
You know what the main cost? It's got to be shipping.
Maybe. Yeah, probably so. Yeah.
Yeah. Iron is not that expensive.
Yeah.
Getting iron here is a little different.
All right, Brian, I think we've done it. So the conclusion that we've reached is 99 with another 9 to go.
It's beyond 99. It just needs another 9 or 2. Yeah.
Okay, that's the conclusion. We'll end it here and be sure to watch tomorrow night for more Brian. Yeah, I'll be there too, but I know you tune in for him. So there you go. All right, Brian, thanks as always. And to all of you out there, it has been great talking to you.